Yeah, come on. Hey now, y'all. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a great weekend. A very nice weekend here in the Bay Area. Creative Tony's took his Steal Your Sasquatch, threw it in his rig, drove his ass up to Tahoe. So he's coming at us from the mountainous blue water, blue skies, clean air, good vibes, good chill. Oh, that whole Lake Tahoe thing. He's doing it up there. We'll check in with Tony in 1 second. But anyway, first of all, Dom from I almost said Dom from Napa. Patty from Napa, Dom from we're all in the same boat, right? What's the difference? Let's see. Stinking Badges, Robot Centaur, Patty from Napa, Candlestick Kid, Sweet Mad Hatter. What's happening, bro? Great to see everybody. Rags, good to see everybody on board today. Noemi, Lily. There we go. Creative Tony. I dig the background today. Very lumberjackish, very log cabin. Splitting wood, dude. You talked about chopping wood on the show recently. Let's get you out. Dude, I'm getting ideas. They're coming at me fast and furious. Okay, now we want to open the floodgates for the supers. We want to start doing more stuff for the VIPs. Tony,
yes.
Can I get you in a quick, just for the VIPs, shirtless chopping wood? I want a 30-second video. You got to give the ladies a treat once in a while. Let's let them see some of that shoulder hair, man. In the Tahoe sun. Chopping wood. All right, wear a shirt, whatever you want to do, but I want you chopping wood and I want a VIP video. I demand it.
Ollie, so I manscaped recently, so it wouldn't be as unappealing as it might be maybe a month ago. So we can do that. I might even do a slow-mo video because those are fun.
Noemi's already checking in. Capital letters. Do it, Tony. Do it. Yeah.
And then, yes, I am in the cabin up here in Tahoma, on 7th Avenue in Tahoma, basically the cabin I grew up in. And my dad and mom.
All the way to Tahoma, Philadelphia, Atlanta, LA, Northern California, where the girls are warm. Anyway, sorry, Tony, Tahoma. Yeah, Tahoma.
Well, when you said I headed for the mountains, I couldn't stop thinking of head for the mountains of Bush.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'd rather not. I've told you my Bush. I got horror stories of Bush. I'd rather avoid Bush at all costs, bro. Those 30 packs they were selling back in the late 80s. Tony, 30 packs, just in case you need an extra 6. You know what I mean? Like, goddamn, man, 30 packs of Bush. I think I'm still like damaged from that. Circa 87, 88. Yeah.
Dude, my buddy Mark Wiseman, shout out. He goes by the name of Your Mom Is Cool on the show. He has been he tried to push on me Bush Light recently.
What's the difference? I mean, at that point, you're already going down a bad road. Light, it doesn't matter. Take the extra calories, bro. It don't matter. Yeah.
I tried it. I gave it a shot, and it was like, ooh, this is rough. This is rough. Man.
It is. It's rough sledding, man. But Bush Light. Oh my God. Not watching my figure. I'll take a Bush Light. Yeah, dude, a Bush Light. Yeah.
Your Mom is cool checking in saying 30 packs are still available at Lucky's. So there you go.
What was the other one? Was it Ham's Beer or Olympia? There was another one of those where they said head to the mountains. Or was that the Bush? I thought that was Ham's, head to the mountains.
Ham's was Ham's the beer refreshing. Ham's the beer refreshing. Hams. By the way,
only in the 70s would they have a little cartoon character like the bear was like he was like doing footwork on the log, dude, out on the water like a cartoon. Yeah.
Also, my sponsor for one of my sponsors for my college baseball team at St. Mary's was Ham's Beer. Literally on the scoreboard, a huge sponsorship billboard on the scoreboard. Ham's Beer and Power Bar were the two big sponsors on the scoreboard. It's pretty funny.
You know, I think back to I'm a big Clint Eastwood fan, and I like a lot of those older Clint Eastwood. I like all his stuff, really, but you know that wheelhouse of like 70s, 80s, Dirty Harry, you know, stuff like that. He used to in a good stretch of Clint Eastwood movies from the 70s and 80s, bro. He was always drinking Olympia.
Yeah,
Clint would walk around. He would have a 6-pack of Olympia, and he would just take. I was like, damn, that looks like a good beer. Olympia's up there. Tony, how about their slogan? It's the water.
It's the water. And then you have Miller High Life, which is the champagne of beers.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that. But Paulie, I also want to give a shout out to just flat out Tahoe tap water. The water that comes out of the faucet in this cabin is the best water I've ever had in my life. It without question. It comes straight from the mountains, dude. So it's just the best tap water. So I always load up when I go home. I load up with like 6 or 7 water bottles full of Tahoe tap water.
Nice,
Dude.
nice. Yeah, you know, it's funny. Water can make all the difference in the world. Like, I don't know if this is facted or not or confirmed, but I've heard this enough times over the years that there probably is some truth to this. People, and we should ask Neil Denardi. In fact, we'll slide right into a Longbridge read from this idea, and then we'll get the show. Then we'll get the show started. I got giant stuff. I got a bunch of stuff from. I got a lot of show business today, Tony. Show business. I got a
Polly, I got Giants misery. You know, my friend Misery, I got Giants misery because it's not happening.
Shout out Metallica in Harvester of Sorrow when he's like, anger, misery, you'll suffer unto thee. Yeah. Freaking dude, anger, misery. Dude, anger, misery. Yeah.
How about the movie Misery?
Just bro, the Sledgehammer. Yeah, poor Sonny, dude. She's got Sonny Corleone strapped down to the bed, like tied up and shit. Dude, she comes in with the sledgehammer. She can break his feet. Remember that? It's awful. It's awful.
In the bed, dude, in the bed. Oh, for criminy sake.
She's like, keep writing. And he's like lying in bed. He's like tied up. He's got to keep writing this stupid book for this lady. Dude,
basically, the Giants are the ones getting the sledgehammer to the knees right now because it's just bad.
Yeah, the Giants are the Giants are James Conn, and the rest of the MLB is Catherine Bates with the sledgehammer. Bro, she walks in with the sledgehammer. How dare you? I don't know what he was doing. He was trying to get away or something like that, dude. And then bam, she's like, I don't want to have to do this, but I'm gonna do. This is gonna hurt me more than her too. She just breaks his legs. Yeah, no, it's awful, dude.
Shout out to the look on her face while she's doing it, man. It's in my memory forever, dude. She is in some kind of dark, weird, twisted zone about making sure she makes solid contact, dude. It's crazy.
All right. No, it's brutal. Poor James Conn, man. Poor James. Okay. All right. So I was going to say, you were talking about the Tahoe water as we slide into a Longbridge read, our first sponsor of the day. People say this about New York City pizza, and they say this about New York City bagels. And maybe this is true. Yep. When people say, like, why is it so good? Why are the bagels so good? Why is the pizza so good? A lot of people say it's the water that goes into the dough that gives it that special thing. I don't know if it's true, but I've heard it enough times. There probably is something to that, T.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was going to say shout out to House of Bagels as we slide into Longbridge because I worked at the bagel shop in Palo Alto, and they were two Jewish brothers that came out from the East Coast, and they insisted that we will not steam the bagels like Noah's did because Noah's made the kind of the dough ball, but we would boil the dough. So that's what we would boil the dough. Take it out, then throw it in the oven, put them on the wooden planks, and then you flip it over one time as it goes through the man. I see, dude, don't get me started on it.
I know. Me too. Yeah.
Anyways, and so I'm sure it's in the water of Neil Denardi's sourdough crust as well.
Okay, so Tony, here it is, man. Longbridge Pizza, they got their own flavors going on down there. Like Tony just said, I think the secret weapon to the entire Longbridge Pizza experience is that sourdough crust. There is something about that tanginess, dude. And it just adds a whole new level of enjoyment to pizza. Like it's funny because prior to going to Longbridge and meeting Neil and getting, our partnership happening, honestly, I never had sourdough crust, not once in my entire life. It's kind of a game changer, bro.
Yep, totally.
Yeah.
Dude, While you speak, Paul, I'm just gonna give you visual aids and give you some pizza porn while you speak, but because that is a custom pizza meatball and then Lil Mama's peppers on top of the pizza. So I'm gonna play that a couple more times.
I like how you're talking about the pizza like it's some kind of hot rod sports car. You're like, yeah, that's a custom job right there. Look at that. Look at the way it's all buffed out. You know what I mean? We got it all shined up. We changed the oil. All right. Well, you can see the end result for yourself. That does look damn good, bro. Hey, word on the street, by the way, with Longbridge Pizza is, Tony, they don't just make killer pizzas. They have lots of vegetarian options too for you vegans and vegetarians out there. They also have gluten-free options for all of you where gluten is concerned. Tony, they also make Sangies, okay? They're making sandwiches on Wednesdays that'll turn your freaking head, man. Any chance you got anything on a burger? I could see a Vibing Out burger, a smash burger. Show me something, Tony. Show it.
Because tomorrow they'll do their smack stack and they'll do the chopped cheese. So here's the smack stack and the chopped cheese. Right here, look at that. That's the snack stack burger, and then with the ketchup on the side, and then you got the chopped cheese. There's the chopped cheese, which is their version of a cheese stick. I'll play that one more time. Turn the volume off it.
Thank you.
I mean, Yeah, there is and it's two patties, two
Oh.
smashed patties on the smash stack, and then you got the chopped cheese. So there you go. And then and that's Tuesdays. Wednesdays you've got the gabagool and you got the chicken parm sam. So you can't lose. And then also, by the way, Pirates Tuesday night, and then Giants Pirates Tuesday night, Giants Pirates Wednesday day. So day baseball on Wednesday if you want to get to Longbridge Pizza before or after the day game on Wednesday as well.
Well, what about Giant? Is there no? I want to say Giants Pirates tonight, Tony. Don't
Yeah,
I?
but Longbridge is closed on Monday.
Oh, right, of course. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't realize. Of course, yeah. Thank you, T. Okay, even up in Tahoe, he's all over it. Man, that does look good though, Tony. I would kill for one of those. See, that's their answer to a Philly cheesesteak, the last one you showed, and it's so freaking good.
And also for all the vegetarians out there, I want to present the California, which this is the California pizza pie. And oops, sorry, I'm gonna get the volume down. But look at this. See, they put so you can see the crusted kale on it. And
Sprinkle that Parmesan. Yeah, man.
I've had that pizza and it's damn good for all you vegetarians out there that don't want to have, or you could just get a plain cheese pizza too, or you can get a bunch of veggies on top of the cheese. But this is the kale. This is their kale pizza, which I highly recommend.
Look at the oil. Look at the drip. Yeah, drizzle it on there, man. Grind that pepper. Shake it on there. Sprinkle it, bro. Sprinkle it. By the way, I was thinking like, I'm wearing my Bob Weir shirt today because I got the Dead shows this weekend. And I want to thank Neil Donardi again, the owner of Longbridge Pizza. Thanks to his generosity, I will be present at Golden Gate Park for the 3 shows. Thank you so much, Neil. Kind of a birthday gift from Neil. But I also want to say, what are the odds I could get to Bobby and be like, hey, Bobby, do me a favor. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you to plug Longbridge Pizza while you're on stage. Hey, no problem, y'all. Because then he could go like this, Tony. Instead of estimated profit singing California, he could go California, Tony. California. Yeah.
Dude.
Eating pizzas down at Longbridge, y'all. Yeah, it's my new tribute to Kale Pizza at Longbridge, courtesy of Bob Weir.
California, a pizza on the burning shore.
A pizza on the burning shore. By the way, I'm looking forward to that very much. Thank you, Tony, and thank you, Longbridge. You guys freaking rule. 2347 3rd Street, like Tony said, closed today, back in business tomorrow, and all throughout Grateful Dead weekend here in the city. Have you seen they painted the buses tie-dye, bro? Muni buses are tie-dye. It's so freaking cool. And they all have names like the Casey Jones Express. Like they've all named all the buses. I've got my own little secret entranceway. I can't reveal it on the air because it'd ruin the whole thing. But I got a good little hiding spot, Tony, where I plan on parking, jumping into the show, and then getting the hell out of Dodge fast. Hey, later in the week, we're going to talk to all of you guys about a potential meetup. I'm talking to Dom, too, so I know a bunch of you are going to the shows. Patty, I know you'll be there Saturday. We'll definitely figure something out. We'll get a hang session happening. And, Tony, get ready for all of the additional content because I'll be sending out shorts. I'll be sending out VIP things. All weekend long. If you can't make it to the shows, I will transmit my experiences to you. And on that note, Tony, to begin the show, I want to talk about our VIPs for a second, if I could. Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it. And then I got to get into some maybe not as happy topics.
The misery. Like you said, the misery, anger, misery. Yeah. Dude, 0 for 23 with runners in scoring position. That's all you need to know. 0 for 20 blank and 3 with runners in scoring position. Okay, but first, so Tony and I were sitting around last week, and we actually do meet every single day prior to the show, after the show. Dom's in on a lot of these meetings. Los D is in on these meetings. Like, we're just trying to make the show better, give you some new stuff. And we were talking about the VIPs, and we got to give you guys more content. So here's the thing. I figured, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do an Ozzy Osbourne tribute. And I did this Friday, and then we're going to send it out to the VIPs, which we did. But I wanted to let you guys know that was a rare case of me wanting that thing to get to more people. So I decided to put that on Twitter after I send it to the VIPs. But just so you guys know, Californication. Very good, man. Yeah. Eating Californication. Anyway. Yeah, shirtless, no less. I wanted to say that in the future, you guys are going to get a lot of exclusive content that will not be seen on Twitter, will not be seen on Instagram. This was just a rare opportunity where Ozzy passed away. I felt like I just wanted to get that thing out there. That's all. I just wanted to get it out there. But there is more coming for you guys, so stick around, including on location stuff from the Dead shows this weekend too.
Paulie, you talked about it. If you guys want a slow-mo video of chopping wood, you're gonna get it. If you want a video of me paddleboarding out in Meeks Bay later today, you're gonna get it. It's just gonna happen.
I know I want that kind of coverage. Yes.
And by the way, dude, shout out to the YouTube AI police that literally, like, the walls we had to break down to get that Aussie video online was just like, holy S, this is crazy. So finally, with Dom and I, we did some digging and we found we circumvented the AI police and we're good to go. Moving forward.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because that was the other reason that led me to posting that video on Twitter, because Tony called me Friday night. I wanted to get that thing out there much earlier in the day, but Tony was having a lot of problems getting it to you guys. So when he told me about all the struggles, I said, you know what we're going to do? Just put this thing on Twitter too. That way everyone can see it no matter what. But I think we got it. I think we figured it out. So just that was a little Aussie tribute for you VIPs. And again, it's a thank you to you guys for helping move this show down the road, because we really appreciate it. And there's plenty more of that came. Tony, do not leave me hanging on the chopping wood video. I'm going to need that this week. And it can be 30 seconds. Doesn't need to be like a Scorsese 4-hour thing. Just give me 30 seconds of you chopping wood like a madman, preferably being a sweat. It'd be better if you were getting yelled at the same time. Like, where are the kids? You know what I mean? Like, I want chaos all around you while you're chopping wood. That's how I see it.
Love it. I will come through. I promise you. It'll be funny. And just because in honor of your Aussie song, Paulie. Oh, no, please, God, help me. That's all. And the further we get away from the his passing and the Back to the Beginning show, the more I believe, and you keep reading about how he stopped all his medications and he took measures to make sure that he could enjoy fully that experience on stage at that final show. So the further we get away from that show and his passing, the more I believe that, yes, he knew that was going to be his final gig and that the end was near, and he would go in peace after that show. And that's what happened. I firmly believe it.
I agree. I agree with you. And I want to say we were like the first guys to submit that theory out there. Now, even Tony Iommi said that over the weekend. Iommi said, I think he was holding on to do that show. And I felt the same way. And I agree with you, Tony. So one other thing I wanted to mention too about you VIPs, Noemi, if you're out there, that coffee, which is in my cup right now, phenomenal. Freaking phenomenal. The only regret I have is that I'm on my last batch. I was drinking it all weekend long. It's really, really good. I'll take some more of that if possible. It's very, very tasty. Yes, Noemi, I see you. I'm here. Puerto Rican beans, I believe. Puerto Rico?
Yes, yeah. Puerto Rican beans, dude.
Have you tried these yet, Tony? It's outstanding. This coffee.
I have not, because I'm finishing my current load from our local coffee shop, Plantation Coffee. Shout out Plantation Coffee in San Carlos, because the guy, dude, shout out Sue and Young, Korean couple that own this little mom and pop coffee shop, which I highly recommend if you're in San Carlos. The guy roasts the beans right there on site every Wednesday, man. So it's just, you could smell it in the air as you cruising by. It's fantastic. So once I finish Plantation Coffee, then I'm going to dive into the Puerto Rican beans for sure.
Okay, Tony, let's get into it now. Also, so thank you, Noemi. What's so funny? What?
Well, let's get into it. We've avoided it long enough.
Yeah, totally. Exactly. I've been pushing it off. I'm talking about Noemi. I'm talking about Puerto Rican coffee beans, and they are freaking awesome. But I think we should probably get into the.
So, sorry. I love it. But I do want to say, before we get into anything, I want to send, and you and I, Paulie, talked about this before the show, about sending good vibes to Teron Jackson, of the 49ers, and who had I think it's a neck injury. And by the way, also shout out to the Robot Centaur Sports Desk over the weekend. He was at the desk all weekend sending updates on text, and I'm like, dude, Fareed, you are freaking hired. You won't get paid, but you're hired as the PMP Sports Desk anchor, basically, because he's telling us this is how I found out from text from Fareed, and I think it's a neck injury, but I hope that he's okay. He had to go to Stanford Hospital, so just wanted to, and I know you feel the same way, Paulie, just send out really good vibes to Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, big time. Get well, brother. Get well, man. Hate to hear that. He was ambulanced off. He went to the hospital. It was a non-padded practice too, and you hate to hear that. That's
They're
the
in
deal with
pads as
football,
we
man.
speak. They're in pads as we speak. Literally, I think it's practice started today, literally 10:30 around there. I think they're in pads now. And also, can we send love to Juwan Jennings' calf? Can we send love to Renardo Green's hamstring? Can we send love to Jacob Cowing's hamstring? I mean, dude.
Yeah, no, I know. It's a lot of tweaks out there, a lot of tweaks. I hope guys have been conditioning in the off season. I'm serious because a lot of times they walk in cold. Stuff like this happens. Hey, Corinne, never mind talking about the Giants. Happy news. Brock and Jenna Purdy announced the birth of their baby daughter, Millie Jolene. That's a pretty name, Millie Jolene. And yes, Corinne, thank you very much. Good call. And thanks for the super support. And yeah, congratulations to the Purdys. Tony, all I can say is he's going to love being a father, especially when the baby's little. I love that early stage. I really do. I love when they're crawling around, they're playing with stuff. I love that. But I got to say, I hope it makes him a better quarterback. You know what I mean? Take some of that baby goodness, make yourself a better quarterback. Thank you, Corinne. And by the way, thank you for the lovely email too, Corinne. I plan on, if you didn't get the response yet, I'll get that over to you today. Awesome. Thank you. Thanks to Hunter, the aspiring botanist. He sent a great email in too. You guys appreciate all the love. Really do. Thank you so much. Tony,
all of the emails, Paulie, they get read and they get, we all appreciate them. And I mean, I'm sorry, we appreciate them all and we will respond, in due time. But also, Paulie, I just wanted to say that welcome back Ricky Pearsall, by the way, to camp because he's off the physically unable to perform list, back in camp. And I think he connected with Purdy on a touchdown pass yesterday. So that's good news. I know that we both are very, we don't know what to think about Pearsall because
I don't know what to say about Pearsall. I need to see it, man. I need to see more than I saw last year before I start throwing any parades for this guy. By the way, Tony, I want to say one other thing about newborn babies real quick, just a quick rip. And I do, by the way, bro, I mean, my kids, I got two sons. They're nowhere freaking near. Thank God. They're nowhere near getting to the point where they're going to start giving me some grandkids, but give them to me. You know what I mean? Give them to me. I'm ready. I want to play with them. I want to spoil them. I want to freaking send them play structures. I want to do the whole thing. And I want to be a grandpa, with no regard for consequence, meaning I don't want to do any more actual parenting. I just want to be the guy coming over the top like Larry Zonka, dude, with the freaking Dolphins, diving over the line of scrimmage just with a bag of toys. Here, this is all for you. Go nuts. Dump them all over the floor. You know what I mean? Dump them all over the floor. And I'm going to get all the loud stuff too. Wah, wah, wah. All the toys I bring are going to have loud freaking sound effects and everything. Drive my freaking kids crazy. Because you remember what my apartment used to look like on Arguello when my kids were little? I was happy to do it.
Dude, we turned the hallway into a bullpen. Seriously. Yeah. Dude, James and Tommy were throwing bullpens to me literally in the hallway, and I'm there.
I got a picture of James in the catcher gear. Hold on. It's right here. Hold on.
I'll tell the story. So when I used to babysit Paulie's kids, they were much younger, and James and Tommy were both baseball nuts. And I'm like, you know what? See this hallway, guys? This is the bullpen. And I went and got a white plate. And literally the plate that you eat off, Paulie, it was from your cabinet. I made that the home plate.
Sure.
And then I made a towel and I folded it up, and that was the pitcher's mound. And dude, we were throwing bullpens in the hallway of your pad back in the day, man.
Here we go. This is James. He's probably, let me see if there's a year on this. No, but he's probably 4 years old. This is him in the hallway in his catcher's gear. Yeah.
Close, dude. Yeah.
You see the hall?
Yes. Yeah. So good.
That's my other part. And I got one. I want to leave Tommy out. Here's Tommy at the Paul McCartney show at AT&T Park in 2010. Just for your head. There he is. There's Tommy.
Oh, come on, man. Look at that. Oh, dude, that's a great shot. That is a great shot. Shout out to James.
Yeah, well, Tony used to be the nanny. So if people don't realize, I was pretty much a single parent, and I would have to wake up obviously very early to go to the Murph and Mac show. So Tony was like the nanny. He would take my kids to day camp, watch them during the day, stuff like that. It's all big one happy family. Anyway, give me some grandkids. Back to that real quick. Okay, Tony.
Yeah.
Have we stalled long enough? Oh, I got a baby riff. Sorry, I got to get that baby riff out there. So.
Okay. That wasn't the riff. The give me grandkids wasn't the riff.
No. This is going to be a riff connect. It's a baby riff connected to the TV show The Bear, which I can't stop watching now.
Good.
So now, dude, I binged a bunch of Bear episodes over the weekend. Highly recommend the show if you're not watching it on Hulu. It's so freaking good. Takes 2 or 3 at the beginning, and then you're all in. Just give it a chance. Tony, I'm on to season 4. Okay.
Yeah.
So
welcome. Welcome.
The woman Sugar has had her baby now. She's had the baby.
Mhm.
And those two brothers, bro, the Fack brothers, F-A-K, I think their name are Fack. Dude, both of those guys can't get enough. The neck tattoo guy and then the other guy. Dude, the entire episode I just watched was about the maintenance guy with the neck tattoos wanting to smell the baby.
Yeah.
He's like, baby smells so good. I just want to smell that baby. Have you seen that episode yet? The whole thing is him trying to smell the baby. Yeah, it rules. It rules.
Dude,
Yeah.
shout out to that episode reminded me of the Seinfeld episode when Kramer couldn't look at the baby because he was so turned off by the looks of that baby, dude. I was like, only Larry David would come up with a plot like that, dude.
An ugly baby. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes
Right,
you see some of these babies, they look like old men. You got to see the baby. When are you
Yeah.
going to see the baby? That whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, before we get to Niners and Giants and Logan Webb and getting swept, how do you feel about all these videos you see on social media now with like adults as babies, celebrity? Have you seen these? The celebrities are like as
I'm
babies.
burnt out on it. It was funny, like maybe the first time. Baby humor, it only goes so far. I mean, it's got a limited shelf life. Yes, I see them all the time. I see like there's a bait. Yes, go ahead. What?
By the way, I have not seen it yet, but I heard that Happy Gilmore 2 stinks. First of all, I heard it stinks.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I'm not surprised. A lot of times you can't go back after 30 years. You can't do it. Doesn't work.
I guess there's seven. I think I saw this post correctly. I think there's 74 cameos in the movie. And guess who's one of the 74, Paulie? If you can just guess, one of your all-time favorites.
Ozzy Osbourne?
No, Travis Kelce, Paulie. Travis Kelce.
Oh, God. Well, of course. He can't keep himself away from the freaking spotlight. Dude, I saw someone on Twitter last night. It said Travis Kelce reports to camp with a new look. And it showed him without his helmet on. He's got like a short haircut. Why do I care? Why is that why is that even on my, what do you call it, timeline or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't need it. I don't want it. I didn't ask for it. I can't tell who I don't like more, Travis Kelce or Mahomes. Like it's neck and neck, dude. Neck and freaking neck.
I got to go Mahomes because Kelce never like ducks out of plays. I don't think. Kelce never.
Why you hit me, dog? I already threw the ball, dog. Come on, dog. I show you that clip of him yelling at Max Crosby because he dared to lay a finger on him after he released the ball. Hey, don't do that, dog. Dog. Get the hell out.
Dude, Kelce doesn't tap dance down the sideline and then flop. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, if I'm an Eagles fan, by the way, right now, sorry, Rag, sorry, everybody. I know you guys hate the Eagles, but I got to say, if I'm a freaking Eagles fan, I'm one of the angriest people on the face of the earth. I'll tell you why. They kicked the ever-loving S out of the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. No one's talking about the Eagles. It's almost like they don't even matter. Like Jalen Hurts, what's he ever done? Well, he just won a Super Bowl. I know that, and Mahomes didn't. But, dude, it's already in full swing. They haven't even played a preseason game. Let's check in on the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, he's inspired. He's motivated after what happened. You know what? F Mahomes, bro. F him.
No, I did. I love it. I also got to say, if you haven't started watching it yet, Paulie, maybe when you finish The Bear, go watch season 2 of Quarterbacks on Netflix because it features Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins, and why am I blanking on the third? There's a third quarterback. Why am I blanking on that?
What
Shoot.
team? Which team?
I can't remember. It's Kirk Cousins.
Stafford? Is it Stafford?
No, help me out, PMP.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't know.
The footage of Goff is fantastic. It's really good stuff, and I'm just saying you should check it out because I like Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow, Robot Center. Once again, see Robot Center keeping the wheels on. Thank you.
Thank you for it.
Hey, Ryan Fong. What's up, Ryan Fong? Haven't seen you in a bit, man. Yeah, Joe Burrow again.
If I'm correct, I think Ryan Fong's coming to us live from Florida. If I'm not mistaken, so can you confirm that, Ryan? And also, Paulie, let's get Patty up here. She's a super because she says, you know what else stinks? What? Episode 2 of Billy Joel's documentary. We had to turn it off after 1 hour.
I'm not surprised, Patty. God bless you too. Thank you. No, I made kind of a personal decision in my life. I see that on my menu like every day now. What?
Like you say, I made a personal decision.
I did. I decided because I love documentaries about musicians. I really do. I freaking love them, especially when they're well done. But I keep seeing this thing popping up. I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I just don't want to go in there for 2.5 hours. Like you said,
I'm going to do it.
I do want to say one thing though, seriously, because I don't want people to think I'm like a total D-bag. I mean, partially is okay, but not full on. Like I understand. I should have mentioned this last week. Because I riff on Billy Joel for sport. It's just like for good times, I'll take shots at him. But I got to say, like, I hear his health he's having health problems. Yeah, and I wish him well. Like, I just want people to know I'm not glad he's ill or sick. I'm not even sure what his condition is, Tony, but I heard he's battling some pretty serious health issues. He's had to cancel shows. So get well, Billy. It's not that bad. Like, I don't hate him as a person.
Right.
Get well, Billy Joel. I'm throwing that out there. Yes.
No, Paulie, for just because you won't dive into the show, I will, and I'll report back to you, Paulie, just to let you know how it goes. Yeah. And Patty, thank you for the super. Paulie,
let me do one more thing for Billy Joel. I'm gonna say one thing. You know what tune I like? I actually like hot funk, cool punk, even if it's old junk, steel, rock and roll. I like that track. What I don't like, though, there's so many that I don't like. That's the thing. Right. You know? Yeah.
Dude, what about
she's always like this one, dude? Like this one. You know which one I can't stand, bro? Don't try to come at me as a rocker now, Billy Joel. Don't do it. Like when he's like, no, you had to be your big shot, didn't you? I'm like, oh, dude. Oh,
well, hold on. What about the theme to Bosom Buddies? You won't get into that? I mean, come on. Bosom Buddies, by the way, great show back in the day. He had the theme song to that. So that, I don't know. I kind of like that song. There's a whole list of songs.
Leave it to yourself. It's my life. Yeah. It's like lounge music, man. You know what I mean? It's like something you hear like a Holiday Inn.
Nothing wrong with getting loungy, but
shout out Nirvana Lounge Act. Go ahead, Tony.
Now you're talking. But if we want to, before we get to Don Peralta and Stellar Design, and we're going to do a Tony's top 3 in the second half of the show, but I wanted to just talk Giants baseball because we've ignored it long enough, dude.
I know. Sorry, my bad. That's on me. I've been running my mouth all day. Let's get into it. Yes.
Paulie, that's what you do, and I'm not going to stop you ever. So, Paulie, they're like you said, 0 for 23 with runners in scoring position over the weekend. They ranked 23rd out of 30 teams in runs scored in May, 25th in June, and now 22nd in July. So it's a problem. The Mets, by the way, of the weekend, 7 for 34 with runners in scoring position, and they swept the series. So tip the cap to the Mets and Giants. It's tough to watch, man. And it's tough to watch too. Devers at first base, bro.
Oh my God, bro! Like you said, I mean, we had a meeting before the show today. I think you said what did you say? It made me laugh. I think you're like, dude, Devers at first. It's a clown show. You're like, it's it is. I wonder, dude, his level of like interest. He just seems like detached somehow. And dude, the ground outs to second base, the dribblers, the strikeouts. I know he hit a couple of balls hard over the weekend, but I think we all expected more. And I know we got to be patient. You got to be patient. I mean, we only got so much patience, dude. It's about to turn into August. We're into the dog days and then into the end of the season. So it's time to put the wheels on. Tony, I kind of had a realization over the weekend. Like, I just think this is who the Giants are. Like, I think maybe they were playing above their heads in the first half. Everything kind of gelled. It was coming together pretty, even though they couldn't score runs. They were competitive. They were winning games. Now it's like you're seeing, I think, what they really are. Like, this team does not have a lot of pop. God, you see, like, the Mets are everything I kind of want the Giants to be, where there's like danger throughout that lineup. I mean, the Giant bats go quiet, dude. They can't score. Like you said, the biggest stat is 0 for 23 with runners in scoring position. I mean, you're not going to win anything with that.
How about Chapman goes deep twice yesterday, and they're both solo shots? It's like, are you kidding me, man? Like, that's the type of luck, and that's the type of situation the Giants have had all year. We also have to talk. They wasted another Robbie Ray outing. Another great outing by Robbie Ray.
This is happening more and more now. This is happening more and more with him. Yeah, it's 2 in a row for Robbie Ray.
And part of that was because Devers at first base. I mean, he charges the ground ball at first instead of staying at the bag. Yeah. That's just like, and that comes with lack of reps. I mean, with more reps, not to charge. You let the pitcher take that ball. And then also, Paulie, Doval is not looking good on the bump. He gave up 2 runs on Friday. And then our guy Logan Webb, who we love Logan Webb. But let me tell you something.
Hit hard, man. He's been getting hit hard the last 3 or 4 starts, man. He's getting knocked around. It's starting to concern me a little bit, actually.
Let me just give you some numbers real quick for everybody's heads. So his last 3 starts, okay, he has versus LA, 5 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs. At Toronto, 6 innings, 11 hits, 4 runs. Versus the Mets at home, 4 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs. That's 25 hits and 14 runs in his last 3 outings, which totals 15 innings, dude. That's not going to get it done, man. And I love Logan Webb. but his last 3 outings are like, ooh, damn. Like he needs to maybe watch some film. Maybe it's a quick little adjustment he needs to make in his delivery or his mechanics.
Pitches, maybe, Tony. I'm just submitting. I don't know. I'm just asking you. Could he be tipping his pitches?
Possibly. That's why you got to go get into the clubhouse and watch some film and see what's going on, because, man, and I know Logan Webb cares, and I know his heart is absolutely in it, and I know he wants to win more than any other Giant. I would argue, but he's just having a tough time right now. And it's like, damn, when I saw them like 8-1, he gave up 6 runs on Friday night. I'm like, damn, dude. And can we stop the love affair with Sean Jelly, by the way? Can we just stop it? Can we stop it? I don't get it. I don't get the love. Why does he keep showing up on the Giants staff? They keep bringing him back. Dude, the guy, sure, he's a tall, specimen, and he's got that release point where he's like, it's 60 feet 6 inches from the mound to the plate. And by the way, the mound to the point of the plate, not the front of the plate. And when he releases the ball, he's probably like 50 feet. By the time he releases the ball, because he's lanky and long. But I mean, dude, he's got like an 8 ERA or a 7.80 ERA. He's not fooling anybody. I just don't get it, man.
Okay, now I want to pile on with a couple of extra bonus. I'll call these are going to be bonus criticisms. Okay, here's some bonus criticism. Dude, you know what? We have not talked about this a lot this year at all, but I want to throw this out here. Dude, third inning, I think, second or third inning, early in the game, Ramos wandering around on the base pass gets thrown out at third base on a ball. Like, he didn't commit to running. He was just kind of lollygagging in no man's land. Did you see that sequence? It was a ground ball by, I think, Adames. And Ramos had no business kind of walking over to third, just like la la la. I'm just hanging out here. Oh, whoops, just got tagged out. Sorry. Like, his slide, dude, he was like 5 feet shy of the bag. The whole sequence looked awful. And it reminded me to say this on the air. The Giants have had so many base running blunders this year. Like, their base running has been awful. Like, awful. Who's for real? Like, who's the coach in charge of that, Tony? Like, who handles base running? Just kind of do's and don'ts, like the I don't know, the fundamentals of base running, because this is, I mean, dude, it's costing them runners, potential runs, and it's been happening a lot this year.
I'll tell you what, Paulie, I don't think major league teams work on base running as much as they should.
Clearly, because Ramos didn't know what he was supposed to be doing. It was
like, if you watch, if you go to spring training, and I like going to the games, but I also like going to a workout and watch them do the drill, watch the drills that they do. There's not a lot of base running going on in those drills. It's all reps, ground balls, fly balls, BP. There's a lot of bunting. There's not a lot of base running drills where, certain situation, so much of baseball is being prepared for the situation. Right. I tell the kids when I coach them, I'm like, hey, I call it P3, pre-pitch preparation. Do not take a pitch off. Every single pitch, expect the ball to come to you. Don't be surprised when the ball comes to you. And when it comes to you, know what you're doing with the baseball. Know where you're going with it. Know the situation. How many outs? How many runners on base? What's the count? Know the situation, right? Do not take a pitch off. And I'm not saying major leaguers are taking pitches off. I'm just saying it comes with the preparation, and preparation on the bases too is a huge thing, man. Because nothing can deflate a team more than getting on base and then getting picked off or getting thrown out on the bags, or nothing can jack a team up more than after you give up a hit, then you throw somebody out. Then you're like, heck yeah, dude, momentum back on our side. So the base running stuff is a problem, man. I don't know, dude. It's a tough. And by the way, I saw what's his name? Shoot. Pib Ford. He said he ran into Sean Jelly once, and he said he's a douche. I was like,
he is? Oh, that's disappointing.
It's a bummer. It's a bummer. I just had to give that some love. But Paulie, I just don't know what the remedy is, and maybe you're right that this is who we thought they were. But you know what? Tonight the Giants are going up a guy named Mitch Keller. Check out Mitch Keller. He's the guy that I think the Giants might want to go after if they're gonna grab somebody before the trade deadline. This guy, he's 4-1 in his last 5 starts. He's gone 6 innings, 6 innings, 6 innings, 7 innings, 5 innings, and he's only given up 8 runs in those 5 games total. So it's like, Tony, okay.
If we could let's pause this for 1 second, because I do want to talk about Giant pitching. I really do. But But I want to talk Stellar Design first.
Yeah,
One of our great sponsors, Don Peralta, Stellar Design. By the way, shout out Don Peralta. He's always out here working, trying to make the show better. I think he's going to the Dead shows this weekend too. I'll see you out there, Dom. And bring your dog Bear, bro. Bring Bear to the Dead shows at Golden Gate Park. I'm sure you wouldn't be the only one. A lot of dogs, dude. A lot of dogs wandering around at Dead shows. You still getting a lot of dogs in the fish parking lots, Tony? Just dogs walking around. Yeah.
I have to wonder if those dogs are getting the care and love that they need and deserve. I get worried.
Most likely not. And again, dude, I'm telling you right now, up in Garberville, dude, they're already gassing up the buses, bro. They're hosing down the VW, but and dude, get ready because here they come, dude. Garberville will be in the house this weekend at Golden Gate Park, and at Garberville, I've seen it enough times to know this is the technique. There's no rabies shots. There's no veterinarian kind of a visit. It's just a dog, Tony, on a rope. That's the leash. Just a rope with a knot. That's it. That's the dog's leash.
Usually the leashes are hemp ropes that have been knotted with little beads that they probably bought.
Oh, dude, yeah, they're all decorated. Yeah. Oh, it's a mess. All right. But I want to do a Stellar Design read, and then this all came from Dom's dog Bear. That's where that whole riff came from. Just open the floodgates. I want to get we got a super too. So after the spot, let's go do the super. Then we'll go back to giant pitching because I got a few things I want to say too. But first, Stellar Design. Tony, Stellar Design, Don Peralta's only, the San Francisco Bay Area based industrial design studio shaping the future of product innovation. And we've got ourselves a new product launch, Baller TV Cam. You're looking at it right now, kids. Baller TV Cam turns your iPhone into an AI-powered sports camera. Get all the information on how you can get yourself set up with one of these. You can start filming your kids play, your nephews, your nieces, and then send them back to mom and dad, wherever they might be, or your sister, your brother. I know a lot of families are spread out now. That includes mine. So ballercam.com. We're talking about this is a 4+ year program. They've designed and engineered the entire product development, Tony, from sketch to mass production.
Yeah, and this is the latest thing from Stellar Design. So they've been at work for at least 10 years and did from breakthrough consumer electronics to life-saving medical devices. Stellar merges cutting-edge technology with stunning aesthetics so your product looks amazing and works flawlessly, P. You can see it with Baller Cam. Go to ballercam.com if you want to check it out more.
It does. I think, Baller Cam, this is what a great innovation this is because it really can keep families kind of locked in and bonded together. Founded back in 2014, Tony, they guide ideas from concept to production through prototyping, testing, and then eventually and finally, Tony, the launch.
Dude, and by the way, I can relate directly to Baller Cam because my son plays youth baseball, my daughter plays youth sports, and we have family that cannot make it, and they want to see it, and they want to stay updated. So
Quick question. Time out, Tony. Quick question. I wonder now, this might be an abuse of the Baller Cam. I don't know if it should be used for stuff like this. Dom, you could let us know. Could Tony set up the freaking Baller Cam and just Baller Cam his ass chopping wood in Tahoe? That's my question. Can we take a 20-minute session on Baller Cam and just beam it back to Rags and everybody back in Jersey and everything and be like, here's what's going on in Lake Tahoe today, kids, and just Tony is chopping. I'm just asking a question. Go ahead, T.
By the way, I see Dom in the chat. He's telling Rags that the Baller Cam is high resolution. So maybe I can get chopping wood in high resolution, Paulie. But just to give you the contact info, they create award-winning design with meaningful connections between people, the product, and the brand. Whether you're an individual with an idea, a startup, or a Fortune 500 company, Stellar Design offers a partnership to achieve out-of-this-world design. Visit stellar.design and make design impact. Paulie, contact them at for Stellar Design, Dominic at stellar.design. If you want to email Dom, it's Dominic at stellar.design is the best way to get in touch with them. And also, we love Dom as a person, and we back whatever Dom does. The guy's so freaking creative, man, that he probably would have taken my job at KMBR if I didn't have it first. You know what I mean? So
totally could have, easily.
Seriously. Yeah. So and he helps us out so much. So Dom, thank you for all of your work on the show, and congratulations on Baller Cam, and congratulations with Stellar Design, brother.
Yeah, thank you very much. Even Patrick Patton checking in. He's checking in about the Baller Cam on the comment line. He goes, the Baller Cam is sick. Your friends and family are going to trip out. It really is. It's a great innovation. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Dom. Thank you, Stellar. And thank you, Baller Cam. All right, Tony. Here is the super from Dub City. Okay. Tony, you read this one. Go ahead.
I have to say, Paulie's rat cover has officially converted me into a full-blown rat head. Back for More is my favorite. And shout out to that epic Goodbye to Romance cover. Please do more of those. Paulie, boom. That's great. And I want to like have us do some harmony, Paulie, and I want to play some bass with you. So like, I want to get in on this. And Paulie and I were talking some ideas over the weekend about how we can collaborate. So, but yes, I concur, Dub City. More of this, because that Lay It Down on my birthday floored me. And I actually watched it again this morning, and I was like, God bless America, man. So, Paulie, great job. And then the Goodbye to Romance. That's it. First of all, the songs you're picking are not walks in the park, number one. And number two, like, you're doing it justice because of how much you love the music, which just comes out in your play, brother. So thank you. City, thank you for the Superman. I couldn't agree more with you.
I'll do this. If you guys do like that stuff, I'm happy to do more of those. In fact, I'll do this. I'll open this up right now. You guys send this into the show email, not on the comments line. Email this stuff in. I don't know. It would be a good idea to take, like, I've been thinking about this, because if you guys do like those and you want more, I'm happy to do that. But I don't know that I can answer like specific song requests. I probably could in some cases, but it might be better to just send me like an artist you want to hear. Like, I want to hear something by the Stones. I want to hear something by, I don't care, whatever, whoever you're into. And if I know, chances are I can find something in there somewhere. So just give me the artist you'd like to hear. Or if something happens, like something like, I mean, it's something as significant as Ozzy sadly passing away. Yeah, of course, I'll honor that guy, whoever. And if it was Sly Stone, I could have done a Sly Stone thing, things like that. But send in requests. I'll definitely get to them as I can, and I'll send them to you VIPs. And thank you.
Dude, what about the PMP acoustic challenge, where like I would like, because you don't like Billy Joel, but then you had to do a Billy Joel song. That would be.
Well, you know what? Though, I'll take it on. I'll take it on just to see what can happen. Yeah,
Sweet Mad Hatter, we're on the same page, brother. He says, I want to hear Billy Joel. Ha 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 ha. So I mean, yeah, dude, give me what's that song where he names all the places in the world?
Oh God, we didn't start the freaking dude. What, hitting the table in the video? What else do I have to say? We didn't start the fight, dude. The worst, the freaking worst.
It was always turning since the world's been turning.
Dude, sitting there with his shades on, they're showing the news behind him. I'm like, get this guy out of my freaking face. That's how I felt back in the day. I'm like, get me to my next rat video. We're back from war, for God's sakes. Mark Graves checking in as a super. Oh, dude, if Metallica does a Las Vegas residency at the Sphere, we're doing a meetup. It's funny, I can confirm that. That's a fact. That's happening. Metallica is playing the Sphere. And you know what? They're going to crush it. They're going to freaking crush it. Like, people have said so far that people have seen a variety of shows, U2, the Eagles. I think the Backstreet Boys might have done a couple things there where Geezer was hanging out last week, Gage Butler. And then, of course, the Dead. People say the Dead have done it the best, and there's so much imagery in the Grateful Dead song. But I think Metallica is going to, I mean, they got a team, their video team, their people, like the whole organization. I'm just telling you right now, I'm all over that. I definitely will see Metallica at the Sphere, and it's going to be amazing. I guarantee it.
Ollie, everybody talks about the visual of the Sphere. The sound inside the Sphere is unreal. I mean, it's the best sounding show I've ever heard. Seriously. So Metallica playing inside the Sphere with that music and that sound system. Holy S, that's going to be. It's going to be talk about like overload and like needing to prepare myself before I walk into that venue to see them. It's kind of
it's almost like too much. And thinking about it, like, just a beating, dude, a beating. You're gonna walk out of there limping. By the way, Patty from Napa checking in saying Paulie Mack is supposed to meet us at an Eagles show. I'd happily do that. I would. I'd love to see the Eagles at the freaking Sphere. But I have no tickets, no plane, no hotel. Minor factors. I got nothing, but I would love to see him. All right, Tony, I want to go back to the Giants pitching for 1 second, unless you got something else.
Well, you go back to the pitching for a second, and then we're going to finish with the top three.
Okay, good. Okay, you said this a lot in the first half, and I'm starting to think like now it's coming to fruition. It's a shout out to Sting in what is it? Wrapped around your finger. You will see it come to its fruition. I'm a big wrapped around your finger fan, by the way. Sting knocking over the candles, bro. Knocking candles.
Right?
Totally. Flam. Dude. Yeah, Copeland. Bah, bah. All day with the police. Don't get me going.
The ring around your
Dude.
finger. Dude,
And just the pompous, the pompous lyrics, which I love of Sting. Mephistopheles is not your name. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I know what you're up to, just the
Dude,
same.
he's wearing like the white shirt open, just chest out, just skipping around, knocking all those candles over. Yeah, with his shades. I like this guy. Piece of work, man. Yeah, I know. He is. I love him and I hate him at the same time. I'm very jealous. He's like 75. He looks like he's 25. He plays incredible. Guy bums me out. All right, anyway, Tony, you said
the guy bums me out. That's a great line.
I wish that was me. I'm like, God damn, I want to do that. I want to knock candles over in my 70s and look awesome. All right.
Totally.
Tony, you said a lot in the first half. The Giants are going to be fine in the second half as long as the pitching holds up. We're seeing the cracks. We're seeing the freaking cracks. Now, yesterday, again, with the bullpen game, this is where I wish we still had Harrison, man. I really do. A young kid with the right body type who's built to go deep into a season. Like, I just like that stuff about Harrison. I think we could have used him right now. Tony, Gage it's a bullpen game yesterday. Tonight, you know who's starting for the Giants? You see who's starting?
Yeah, it's Wisenhunt. Wisenhunt's going tonight for the Giants, and they called him up. They scratched him from his start on Saturday in Sacramento. So it's like, okay, and this is the.
But I feel like we're grasping now. We're like looking for answers, and like you said, Webb has been getting knocked around. I'm starting to get a little concerned about the pitching and the bullpen too.
And dude, Webb's getting knocked around, and if we're not going to score runs when Robbie Ray's on the bump, and then we have to go,
that'll do it. Yeah,
and Landon Roop is hurt. Roop, there it is. Like it's tough times right now. That's how I feel like. Well, we'll get into it in top three, but they have. Well, we'll get into it in top three. It's just basically because it's depressing me, Paulie, because the potential is there, dude. When you look at on paper, you've got Chapman, Devers, and Adames. Right, those are three good power hitters right there, and you're not scoring runs. You're 0 for 23 in 3 games against the Mets. That they deserve to get swept when you go 0 for 23. You know, I don't know, but Low Steve says Wisenhunt has a wipeout changeup, but fastball control is spotty. Dude, Low Steve, you nailed it on the head, man. The changeup is great, but it's only great when you can locate your fastball. A changeup does nothing if you can't locate your fastball, and you can't have command of your fastball.
Yeah,
you know. So we'll see how he does tonight, man. And like I said before, he's going up against that kid for Pittsburgh, the pitcher for Pittsburgh. Now I'm blanking on his name, but he is Keller, Mitch Keller. And he's a guy that we can talk about in top three.
This is the guy you think we should make. Okay, we'll do that in top 3. I like that. Good.
Here we go.
Tony's top 3. Good, man.
Tony's top 3.
Woo!
Tony's top 3.
Time to feed them, baby. Feed them well. By the way, I feel like any duck sightings up in Tahoe, Tony? Did ducks make it that far up in the mountains?
You know what? Not this trip, but when I did the last time we were up here, we rafted the Truckee River, and we were cruising with ducks the whole time. And I was just, again, I'm fascinated by the body of a duck, because it's basically a little feathered boat with flippers, and it's
and their flippers going ape-ass under the water, dude, like a million miles an hour. I'm a big duck enthusiast. Shout out to John Joseph. I don't think I've seen John Joseph today, but he is he's got his own ducks on his own property, which may put him in a whole, catapulted him to a higher stratosphere. He's a guy out there raising ducks. Shout out John Joseph, man.
I feel like we might want to get a duck sound effect just to quack.
Yeah.
Again. I'm gonna write that down.
Okay, to write that down. It's a good call. Yeah, duck sound effect. Shout out. I got limited duck riffs too. There's not a lot of duck references I can make. You know,
I mean, you got
shout out Howard the Duck, if you remember Howard the Duck. Yeah,
Daffy Duck. There's the Oregon Ducks, which you always got to give love to the Oregon Ducks and the freaking facilities. And by the way, if you want to talk Oregon Ducks, supposedly the rookie running back, Jordan James for the Niners, is looking really good in camp. And like one of the most positive things in Niners camps, supposedly, is the running back group of McCaffrey, Garendo, and Jordan James is looking very strong. And
They're going to get a lot of work this year. I expect they're going to get a lot of work this year, that backfield. So good. I hope we got a good running back.
And you know what? Spell McCaffrey. Give him more rest so he can go the distance, right? I don't, the 17 games, I want McCaffrey to stay healthy all season long. I don't want him on the field the entire freaking game like he has been in the past.
I agree with you. I agree. It's going to be a big factor in terms of the Niners' success, and whether they sink or swim this year. A lot of that hinges and revolves around McCaffrey, as we all know. And I'm with you. I would, in fact, to your point, I've heard that Shanahan has already given him a couple of days. Trent Williams too, where he's not like running those guys into the ground, which I am fine with, bro. Those guys, it's understood. Those guys are prepared. They're ready. They're both of them likely going to the Hall of Fame someday. So I don't need those guys getting burnt out or pulling a muscle like we've seen too much of in Niner camp so far. Sorry, Tony, this is your top three. I don't want to hijack this thing. Dude, you lay it out there and I'm ready to roll.
Well, because we were starting to get into it right there before we played the incredibly, wonderfully produced open for the Tony's top three. Number one on the top three, and maybe, because Rags pointed this out, I'm just going to do this because we haven't done it in a while. I'll just show that for a second.
Yeah.
There's the Tony's top three logo or hand gesture that Rags came up with. Try it at home, folks, and see if you can figure it out.
I still haven't been able to do it, but that's fine. I got other things I can do. I leave this one to Rags. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great though. I love the creativity. I want that on a T-shirt. So we have to,
Rags is good. Rags is very good with his hands. He's very inventive with his hands. I know that. The octopus, the one potato, two potato, the T3 sign, whatever it is. Rags he's inventive when it comes to handwork. There's no doubt.
I feel like, see the clenched hand there, Paulie? I feel like the clenched hand should be holding a sock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, Dave, clenched hand is also kind of in what he likes to call the reverse grip, Tony, which is when you flop it upside down. Yeah, I know. Reverse grip. I'm just throwing it out there. It's one of his methods. Yeah.
He knows about the stranger, too. He's no stranger to the stranger.
Stranger, reverse grip, octopus. It's all out there. Yeah, one potato, two potato. Yeah.
Dude, Rising Wolf with the reverse Western. I don't know what it is.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Reverse
Western. By the way, Rising Wolf texted me yesterday to tell me that Widespread Panic played War Pigs, Iron Man, and Fairies Wear Boots over the weekend in tribute to Ozzy. They played all three of those songs in tribute to Ozzy. So that's great.
Which band did this?
Widespread Panic, and he's a huge. He's a huge spread head. By the way, he's a spread head. So he reported back, letting me know that they paid a wonderful tribute to Ozzy.
Hey, so did Blues Traveler played War Pigs over the weekend too.
Nice, dude. Yeah. I will always be a Blues Traveler fan, and just rest in peace, Bobby Sheehan, the bass player who passed away a long time ago. That rhythm section in their first few albums was out of sight, man. Was unbelievable. So that's what hooked me into Blues Traveler, was their bass and drummer. Just, I think his name's Chan Kinchla, or maybe that's the guitarist. Anyways, just rest in peace, Bobby Sheehan. Paulie, number one.
Yes,
it's a very simple question, because the reason why I thought about this is because the guy who's pitching tonight for the Pirates is Mitch Keller, and he's a good pitcher for the Pirates. His ERA is 3.5. He's 4-1 in his last 5 starts. He's had a really good year, dude. He's only like, I think 5-9 or something on the year, but he has really good numbers because he plays for the Pirates, and the Pirates are having a down year again. So I feel like I want to ask you, buy or sell, and then I'll give you my response too. But do you think the Giants should buy, or do you think they should sell? Oh,
well, I'm going to say buy. I'm going to say buy. Let's go. Let's make some purchases, man. Let's make this thing a little bit better, because I am worried right now. I'm starting to worry. This series against the Mets kind of it forced me to take a look at who this team I think really is. Now they're gonna play better baseball. And by the way, dude, this is an opportunity again with the Pirates coming in. You got to beat teams like Pittsburgh at home. You got it. Yeah. You got to handle your business if you want to be in the playoff. Because, dude, they're very close. They're getting closer and closer to becoming a 500 team. What are they, 3 games over right now? 2 games over, dude?
2.
Yeah, and I think they're 2-8 their last 10. I think they need. I heard that. Yeah, I heard that. They need help. So I say buy, Tony. Buy. How about you?
I'm with you, man. And shout out to a great article I read by Andy Baggerly on Saturday or Sunday morning. It came out, and Bags is a great writer, number one. And number two, he just points out that, dude, Buster is not going to sit back. He already brought Devers in, and they have Devers for what, 10 more years or whatever it is. So like
we got Devers till like 2037, something like that. Yeah.
But he's saying Buster is not going to sit on his hands here. He's not going to. He's not. Bags was talking about like, you know, all the dedication that he's put into this front office job. He's not going to in his first year just become a seller. After he went and got Devers, and I looked this up too, Paulie. In 2010, the Giants' record on July 28th was 58-44. In 2012, the record on July 28th was 55-45. In 2014, it was 58-49. Those are the records on July 28th. Here we are, July 28th, 2025. We're 54-52. I feel like if the Giants were maybe under 500 or not, you know, far below the Padres and not in striking distance, there might be a different conversation. But they're still in striking distance, and I feel like Buster's going to do something. And that's when I brought up that kid Mitch Keller, the pitcher for the Pirates tonight. Somebody like that, because obviously the pitching staff needs help, and you have to rely on the fact that Devers and Adames and Chapman and maybe Jung-Hoo Lee. He was 3 for 4 yesterday, which was great to see. But more consistency from Jung-Hoo Lee. Ramos has been struggling. He needs to clean it up. He needs to get into the film room.
Did you see Jung-Hoo Lee knock the hat off his own head on Saturday night running to second base? It hit me the wrong way, dude. It just hit me the wrong way. Did you see it? He's running to second base, dude, knocks his own hat off. I'm like, if it happens naturally, great. But dude, I don't need the I don't need the flamboyance of a forced hat off. You ever done that, Tony? Intentionally knock the head off your hat?
It's very little league, dude. It's very little league. It's like, fuck. It's like,
I know. Did you see it? And he has his headband and the hair. I was like, you know what, bro? Wrong time for this. We're getting our asses kicked every time I turn around. You're knocking the hat off your head. Come on, man.
It's that kind of stuff is like, dude, the helmet is there to protect you, by the way. You know, because guys are throwing darts across the diamond, and if you get hit in the head, you're concussed and you might be out for a while. So keep the helmet on your freaking head, Jung-Hoo Lee.
His hat's on the ground. His hat, his helmet. He's picking stuff up more time than he's out making plays at this point, bro.
That was another point that Bags brought up in the article, and I totally agree, man. He was talking about how Jung-Hoo Lee came up with the bases loaded on Saturday, and he showed bunt, and he fouled it off.
Yeah.
And then Jung-Hoo Lee in his press conference, post-game press conference, said, "Well, I figured a bunt would be more successful than grounding into a double play." And Bags brought up the point. Andy Baggerly said, "That's the problem. Is that instead of thinking, oh, I'm going to hit a gapper and clear the bases here, he's thinking, oh, I can't hit into a double play." And it's a mindset thing, where it's like the negative mindset instead of envisioning, and not to get too deep into it, man, but like, the time in the on-deck circle is very, very important, because it's about visualization and about, you know, seeing things coming to fruition in your mind before you're at bat. And for his pre-swing thought to be, oh, I don't want to ground into a double play, I'm going to bunt instead, is a really odd thing to do. And Bagley had some great stat that, like, there's over 9,700 pitches this year with the bases loaded, and there's only been 2 bunt attempts the whole season, and Jung-Hoo Lee is one of them. It's like, dude, put the ball in play, man. See what happens. And I'm pro bunt. Just not with the
I am too. Big time.
Not with the bags loaded, though. Not with the bags loaded, man. I mean, put the ball in the air and hit a fly ball, whatever. I'm just saying that was a weird pre-swing thought to have, and you never want to have those kind of swing thoughts going into the box, especially with the bag drunk, you know?
Yeah, it was I mean, I agree 1,000,000% basically with everything you just said. I'm pro bunt, but that ain't the right time. You know, it's not the right time to knock the helmet off your head, and it's not time to lay down a bunt with the bases drunk, as Creative Tony would say. Yes.
All right, hey, dude, number 2. So we're saying bye. We're saying bye, right?
Yeah, I think they have to. I mean, that's how I see it. Yes.
I mean, Marky Graves said in the comment that Buster said, "Hey, I've done my job. Now it's up to the team on the field." I don't know if he still believes that today, after getting swept by the Blue Jays and getting swept by the Mets and being 2-6 since the All-Star break. It's just brutal, dude. So, or 2-7, excuse me, 2-7 in the All-Star break. Paulie, I feel like the buyers and pitching. So we'll see what happens, man. We're here. We are the 20th. Trade deadline is 3:00 on the 31st, which is Thursday. So right before our show ends, right after our show ends on Thursday, the trade deadline will happen. There might be something happening live during our show. We'll have to have Robot Centaur's sports desk.
I was about to say, dude, and we need like a sounder. We got the explosion, I guess, but we need like a boom, 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 PMP sports desk update, something like that. We need like an official announcement at Robot Center. We got to mic him up, dude. He can start making his own announcement soon, you know?
I love it, dude. He says he'll be ready.
I'll
He
be
just
ready. I know you will, bro. You're. I know you will be Robot Center.
Yeah.
Cheers to you, bro.
Yeah, and also yes, Robot Center. Bob Melvin is now becoming on the hot seat, man, because he's getting these players and they're not producing. So, and also the Rodriguez giving up 2 home runs yesterday. And I saw this post. I forget who said it. I wish I could remember who said it, but it was a good person, a person within the Giants or somebody who covers the Giants. And they said, it was back-to-back outings for Rodriguez, and he might have been he only threw 14 pitches on Saturday, but he hasn't thrown back-to-back many times, if at all, this season. So asking him to come back out on the mound on Sunday might have been a tough ask. And that's why he was maybe, his arm slot was low. His energy might have been different. So it's just, and that was a Melvin and coaching staff decision. So, but then again, you look at the options they have. They're not the greatest options right now. I'd rather see Rodriguez than Sean freaking Jelly. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I'm a little jellied out too. I'm with you on that too. Like you said, what's the fascination already? Because he's getting lit up when he goes out there, bro. He's
feeling fascination, dude. Come on, man.
Who is that? Erasure? Who is that?
Is that the Human League? I think it's the Human League.
Keep feeling fascination. What's the next line?
Passion burning, loving. Dude, it's the Human League.
Burning. What?
It's the Human League is the band, but dude, I love that song.
Shout out to the Human League and shout out to George Costanza's favorite charity, the charitable arm of the Human Fund. Bro, you remember that one? The Human he invented his own charity. Yeah, this is it's the Human Fund. It's great called the Human Fund. All right.
And also, if you want to talk depressing, and we were talking about the movie Misery early, and we're talking about fascination.
Yeah.
Cue up Robert Smith and The Cure doing Fascination Street, dude, because that. Robert Smith is not exactly an uplifting vocal or an uplifting style of music. He's brilliant, but Fascination Street, cue up Fascination Street if we're talking about Giants woes. So that's number one. That's number one on the top 3, Paulie.
Okay,
number two, this is more of like a just paying out, just sending love out to Deion Sanders. Yeah. Because over the weekend it was coming out that he was going to address the media today with his medical team. And it turns out that he had his bladder removed because of a bladder cancer diagnosis. And he's already had blood clotting in his toes. He's had to have toes removed and he almost lost his whole foot,
Yeah.
So, just first of all, want to just, send good vibes and love to Deion Sanders. Cause hey man, for the short time that he was a Niner, he was a great Niner. And I loved watching Deion play. So Paulie, I wanted to ask you if you had like a favorite Deion Sanders moment when he was playing days.
I do. I think I can give you a Deion moment. And by the way, I'm glad you brought this up. Yeah, Deion, get well, man. Get well. Let me ask you a quick question before I give you Deion Sanders kind of memory I have, a great one. Do you think, and just be honest, do you think the Niners would have won the Super Bowl in 94 without him?
No.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. They needed that piece. They needed that piece, man. They really did.
And it was an energy thing too. It was an energetic thing and a swagger that he brought, man. And I'll never forget. They had like a Deion do-rag. Like I got it, like a giveaway at one of the games.
Martin Hank started wearing them. I think Tim McDonald might have worn those. The red bandanas. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was man, dude. And by the way, 94, Tony. That's a long time ago now, man. That's a long effort. It's a freaking lifetime, man. Can we get another one at some point? Help me out over here. Help me out. Okay, Deion Sanders. First of all, get well, Deion. I'm glad you have. The headline I'm looking at right now on ESPN says he has, quote, beat bladder cancer. So Deion, congratulations. Stay healthy, brother. The game is better with you in it, no question. So my memory is Niners at Atlanta in 94 when he and Andre Rison were like having a war of words in the press, and like Andre Rison was crushing him because he left Atlanta and blah, 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 blah. Dude, they got into a fist fight as soon as the ball was snapped. I don't know if you remember that. Like they just started fighting. They weren't even like pretending to cover each other. And by the way, Deion can throw hands, bro. He can fight. Like you can tell when you see that clip. It's like, wow, this guy could definitely handle himself. So that's mine, dude. When they just like no pretense, we're not playing football at all. As soon as that ball is snapped, we're fighting, and they did. And that to me. And then I think he had not one, but I think he had 2 picks in that game. Niners win the ball game. They went on, they had 13-3 record that year. One of the great Niner teams of all time. Obviously a Super Bowl team, and Deion was a big part of that. But that's him fighting Rising. How about you, T? What's yours?
Dude, I gotta say, because it was just an incredible feat. I had to look up the date. October 11th, 1992. He plays a football game against for the Atlanta Falcons against the Miami Dolphins, and then he flies to Pittsburgh to play for the Braves against the Pirates in the NLCS, dude. I mean, that is just incredible. And the fact that he didn't say, no, I'm not going to play the football game, or no, I'm going to miss this game in the NLCS. He said, nope, I'm doing both. And that's why I loved Deion. I really did love Deion. Like, I've watched clips with my son and daughter to show them, like, because they just see him as the Colorado football coach, right? They don't know him as primetime.
Right.
And I showed him the clips of that. And my son was like, wait a second. He played an NFL game and a NLCS playoff game in the same day. And I said, yeah, dude, just incredible. So hat tip to Deion, man. And also, you got to give love to Must Be the Money. The track must be the money, dude. Deion Sanders.
I remember there was a video. They were playing that thing on MTV, man. Yeah, next up, we got the Rolling Stones, Madonna, and Deion Sanders. Like, wait, what are we doing? But he had like that song, I think, was a minor hit, too. Must be the money. You know who loved that track, bro? Gary Radnich. Gary was a big Must Be the Money guy. He really was.
Right, you are so freaking right, man. Because that's right up Gary's alley, man. That's right.
It's cute. It's cute with Deion doing songs. It's cute. Yeah, that was Gary, dude. Must be the money. Great call, Tony. Great call, man.
Oh, dude. All right, number 3 in top 3, and hey, much love, Deion. Glad that you have beat bladder cancer and did what you had to do to remove your bladder. He's good for football, man. He's just good for football. It's like how Tommy Lasorda was really good for baseball. He's good for football. Paulie, we have this is number 3. We've entered Dead and Company week. Okay?
Yeah.
And I know that I will not be at any of the shows because my son was asked to.
Are you sure about that? I haven't applied any pressure on you at all, but I was waiting for this week before I start leaning on you pretty hard, especially the Sunday show. You know what they say on the streets, Tony? Never miss a Sunday show, especially when you're wrapping up a 3-day weekend. Oh, by the way, the location, too. I want to smell the eucalyptus while I'm watching the Dead play. Shout out Golden Gate Park. I love Golden Gate Park. Tony, so are you sure about this?
Sunday is a small possibility, but my son was asked to guest play on one of his buddies' teams again back up here in Tahoe for a similar tournament that we played in 2 weeks ago, and so he's going to do that. And it depends on how they do. And I'm not coaching, which is great. I can just sit in the stand, so I'm going to miss Friday and Saturday for sure. But Sunday depends on how they do. If they're done from the tournament and I have a free Sunday, yeah, you bet your ass I'm getting in the car.
I think you should go. I think you should go Sunday, and I'll tell you why. Because you're not going to feel good about yourself Monday, right? If you're not there Sunday, you're just not. And and by the way, I'm going to need you. I'm telling you right now. A week ahead of time, you're going to have to prop me up, bro, with an IV, kind of like Deion had when he played football and baseball. They were giving him the IV, I think, on the plane. I'm going to need one of those. I'm going to need you to run the show essentially Monday because I'm going to be in Ash. By the way, Candlestick Kid checking in. He's got a Deion take as a super, so let's give him some love real quick, D. Yeah, Deion playing center field. Yeah, dude, absolutely. Dude, badass, dude. What an era we grew up in. I doubt we'll ever see that again. A guy doing both sports simultaneously, Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders. I just don't ever see that happening again. I don't.
Well, kids now specialize way too young and way too early now, so I don't even know if it will ever happen again because the specialization happens at such a young age. But Candlestick Kid, thank you for the super brother. And yes, Deion playing center field, he could run down a fly ball. You bet your ass. And again, shout out to your profile pic because I just love seeing that.
It's a great one. And I'm sorry, Tony, what was your number 3 about the Dead? I interrupted you. What was it?
Yeah, so I wanted to know because Friday, Billy Strings opens for the Dead or Dead Company. Saturday, Sturgill Simpson opens for Dead Company. And Sunday, Trey Anastasio, lead guitarist and lead vocalist for Fish, opens up. His Trey Anastasio band opens up for Dead Company. I wanted to know of those 3, if you wanted to rank them, or which one are you most excited for?
Of the shows or of the opening bands?
Opening bands, because it's the same.
I've seen Trey play several times in person, like with his band, with Fish. I have never seen Billy Strings, but the amount of like hype and fanfare around Billy Strings is like you can't avoid him. I've seen him play. I've seen him play online a million times. But
So
to be
good.
totally honest with you, like, and I know what he can do. I know Billy Strings. He's like flying around. I get it. But you know what I mean? He's just he's like the Randy Rhoads of acoustic guitar, right? He's like he's just going crazy. But
Yep.
I actually want to see Sturgill Simpson. I'm very eager to see his band play. I like him a lot. I've been curious about him for a long time, and usually that's the last step for me. Once I see a guy play live, that's when you can tell like what they're really about. Like honestly, like records are one thing, but seeing the act and seeing the performance live. So for me, it's just that. So I've seen Trey. I know what he does. I know what Billy Strings does. It's Sturgill I'm most curious about.
Nice. Dude. I'm with you on that, Paulie, because I've seen Billy Strings and I've obviously seen Trey a ton. I've never seen Sturgill, and I just want to tell you and the PMP Familia and everybody tuning in, check out one album by Sturgill Simpson called Sound and Fury. Check that out.
Yeah.
Great album. And then check out his bluegrass albums. He has volumes 1 and volumes 2, Cutting Grass. And it's, dude, by the way, the cover is him on a lawnmower.
Well, this is very similar to what your first album cover is going to look like, because your first album cover is going to be called Chopping Wood. And that's going to be on the front is you shirtless, just hacking at the wood. Get ready, bro. I'm holding you to this. I want you to follow through. I want the VIPs to have sweaty, creative Tony, like hunky, hot and hunky, like the men of PMP, bro. Here it comes. Here comes the greatest. Here comes the great idea. The men of PMP, a first ever swimsuit calendar. We're going to bring it to you next year. Tony's going to be chopping wood. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. We'll have Joe Schmo. We'll have Aaron Kask. Rags can be doing the octopus, shirtless, whatever it takes. How do you feel? And then, Tony, we'll give all the money to charity. All the money goes to charity. I'm a big fan of the food banks. I like to feed people. Maybe we can do like the SF Marin County Food Bank. But are you game for the men of PMP swimsuit calendar? I like the idea. Yeah. Dude, we got to get Escobar, bro. Escobar with that big upper body of his. We'll get him in the calendar. He's going to get the cover shot.
I freaking love the idea. I think it's a great idea. So I'm 100% in, dude. I'm 100% in. So I'm looking for Sturgill Simpson's cutting grass picture because it's really funny. But yeah, what are the poses? Do we get to pick our own pose?
You can pick whatever pose you want. Maybe you're wiping yourself off after a hot, sweaty wood chopping session. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Nice.
Sturgill,
Can you
right?
blow that up a little bit? Is that possible?
I don't think I can. Oh yeah, can I? I don't think I can.
Maybe
Sorry.
not. I get the idea though. Is that the moon? Is he under the moonlight doing that?
Dude, under the moonlight, and he's riding like a John Deere lawnmower.
Cutting Grass. Have you heard my new album, Cutting Grass? By the way, respect for the comedy on an album cover. I support that. Hey, Tony, we're going to wrap, and I want to thank our great friends, our great sponsors, Stellar Design, Dom Peralta. You know how he does it, man. Bay Area-based industrial design studio shipping the future of product innovation. They have rolled out this Baller Cam launch. It is badass. Baller TV Cam. Baller Cam turns your iPhone into an AI-powered sports camera. More information at ballercam.com. And then, of course, all this brought to you by the great work and the great mind of Dom Peralta. Reach out to Dom via email at dominic@stellar.design. Very easy guy to talk to, very talented guy. Let him go to work. Bring your next product launch, your next a special event. Let him bring it to life for you, because he can definitely. I keep some of Dom's work nearby all the time. There's Steven Tyler. Got him right here.
Yeah, nice, dude. Also, Paulie, I want to say I can personally relate to the Baller Cam idea because, for instance, this coming weekend, my son will have a tournament in Tahoe, and most relatives and family and friends that are not going to be able to see it, but they're very interested and they want to see it. This type of thing with Baller Cam, comes to the rescue for that. So Baller Cam, check it out, man. Seriously, ballercam.com.
Hey, by the way, we already got some. We're getting some volunteers. Tony Escobar the third is a super, and he's already picking his month. He goes, "I want to be November." You can be Mr. November, no problem, bro. Happy Thanksgiving, dude. That's it. Escobar's cutting into the turkey, dude, shirtless with the pecs. Yeah, holding a drumstick like the turkey leg. Yeah, dude. Rags, what month do you want to be? Maybe we give Rags like the month of May, as spring is starting to bloom. Like he's Rags out there in the garden. Maybe he's mowing the lawn shirtless, stuff like that.
Paulie, I think you need to be December and bring back Polly Claus, but
Okay.
like without maybe the jacket, but no shirt underneath. You know?
Oh, dude, like an open Santa shirt, dude. Yeah. Maybe I got the belt, like the black belt, like over my bare skin. I don't know. Dude, Tony, maybe you and I share the month, and maybe you're like the hot and hunky elf. You know what I mean?
Dude,
The
fine.
hot and hunky Christmas elf. You're all like oiled up, maybe. I don't know, with a bag of toys, shirtless.
Done. I'm completely done. 100% done. So fine.
Dude, Aaron Cask. No, Aaron Cask. He's basically calling it out. That's a great call. Paulie Claus with a well-placed box present. You know what I mean? Covering up like the downstairs. Yeah, just holding the box like a gift wrap box. Oh my God. Got my blanket in a box. Shout out to Justin Timberlake. All right. And of course, Longbridge Pizza. You guys got distracted by the calendar. But anyway, November, it's yours. It's yours, Escobar. You are Mr. November. It's official. And by the way, I would actually do this. I really would. I would actually do this. The broads of PMP, they don't want to be left out. Now they want their own. All right, bring up Patty. She's a super too. She's like, wait a minute. What about the ladies of PMP, the broads of PMP? We want your own calendar. Hey, you guys are welcome to join. I don't want to discriminate against anybody. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome to participate. Yeah.
Seriously. So there could be 6 broads and 6 dudes, right? We could split it up between the 12 months.
Dude, like unisex calendar. It's never been done. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if Noemi and Ray want to do a month together because they're just like the couple of like, or Scarlet Fire and her new man. Or
I think I got it. I got the Noemi idea right now. Noemi is like in the kitchen, like making her hot sauce and stuff like that. And she's got like Ray, like Mr. Clean, shirtless, like scrubbing the mopping the floors behind her, like mopping the kitchen where she spills stuff. Ray's going shirtless mopping, and Noemi's doing the hot sauce. That's how I vision that one. But yeah, you're both welcome. Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
That's freaking great. What a great idea, dude. It's funny because we used to joke around about doing a KMBR calendar, the hot and hunky KMBR.
I threw it out there for years. The hot and hunky men of KMBR. And again, proceeds going to charity. I still like my Gary Radnich concept so much. Here it is. I'll give it to you real quick. Then I want to thank Longbridge, and we'll go to lunch. Gary on the bay. Okay, Gary Radnich on the bay, and he's driving a boat. He's driving like a speedboat, bro. Mm-hmm. And the photographer is shooting him from behind. So like Gary is like driving the boat, but he's looking over his shoulder, like looking back with it, and there's like a scarf flying. You know what I mean? He's out on the bay. He's like waving. He's all like overjoyed, like happy, like haha. Anyway, that's how I always figured Gary. Like, dude, on the bay in his boat.
Well, that reminds me of, do you remember the picture of Ralph Barbieri and Tom Tolliver on the cover of like the KMBR? It used to be the magazine called
Ralph and the Squat.
Well, dude, because the magazine used to be called The Sports Reader, and it was Ralph in the catcher's squat and Tom with a bat at the plate. And dude, I mean, and Ralph's got like one knee down.
Yeah.
And by the way, back then, people would be say that's not a catcher's crouch. By the way, Ralph was up to something because now all catchers have one knee down in the bigs. And it's like Ralph was onto something way back when, but he's got he's holding the glove with 2 hands and he's got the sunglasses on. I mean, it's just
shout out one knee down. Shout out Hackman, one flap down. You know what I'm saying, Tony? One flap down. Sure.
Come on,
one knee down, one flap down. All right. Also, I want to thank Longbridge Pizza. Longbridge, we love you. Neil Denardi, thank you so much for everything. 2347 3rd Street, Dog Patch neighborhood, laid back vibe, serious pizza. Tony, they're closed today on Mondays. They are closed on Mondays every week, but they'll be back in business tomorrow. The sourdough crust, the Vibin' Out burger, the crushed, oh my God, the chopped cheese sandwich. You showed that one earlier today. It's like their cheesesteak. So freaking good. Get on down to Longbridge, see what we've been raving about, and I guarantee you're going to enjoy it. Pizzas, they can address all your dietary concerns. We should mention that more often. They do have gluten-free options. They have vegan options, vegetarian options. Look at that burger, dude. Oh my God. Yeah, the curly fries. Can I see the chopped cheese? There it is. Thank you.
There's your chopped cheese right there. It's Longbridge's, Longbridge's version of a cheesesteak. And Paulie, look at that thing. It's just loaded.
Hey,
that's the other thing too, Paulie. At Longbridge, you will not get cheated in portion size.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I defy you to eat a full meal at Longbridge. It can't be done. Every time I go to Longbridge, I'm walking out of there with a take-home bag. It's just, and Tony's right. Neil is old school like that. He not only wants to make sure his food is outstanding, he wants to make sure you've had plenty, more than you can handle. By the way, Los D, I saw a comment real quick. He was saying, hey, we're going to see everybody at Longbridge on August 26th. This is the week. I'm pretty sure we will have your ticket purchasing information. We've been working on that behind the the scenes. I think we're ready to reveal it this week because we had to do some back and forth to, with the Giants to accommodate a group of our size. So could be as soon as tomorrow, but it'll be this week. We will have all the ticket purchasing information. I want to thank all you VIPs. I want to thank everybody on Instagram. I want to thank everybody for checking in on Tony. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm gonna. TikTok. Yep, saying it. Also, thanks for checking in on Twitter, on YouTube. We love all you guys. We love the VIPs. We love you guys just hanging out anytime. NorCal Refrigeration, Don Peralta, Aaron Kask, Rags, Patty from Napa, Noemi, Ray Goodman, Escobar III. You know how it is. Robot Centaur, on and on and on. Sweet Mad Hatter, good to hear from you. Miguel, yeah, hell yeah. Corinne, on and on it goes. The PNP family repping strong today. Tony, you enjoy your Tahoe. Final thoughts here. I can see you got something. My bad.
I just went over to Instagram just to take a peek about who might be checking out and just some names of people checking out Instagram, checking out our show on IG Live, Instagram Live. Scarlet Fire's over there. Stoner Dude is over there.
Oh my gosh, Stoner Dude. What's up, brother?
Yes.
Good to see you, man.
Jay Ronimo 21 and dude, Thin Tim. If that's the Thin Tim I know, I think it's Tim Webb. If that's Tim Webb, what's up, Thin Tim?
Be careful. Yo, Thin Tim, little words of the wise, bro. I think looking at the PMP show when you're still working over there, that might be a fireable offense. Just a heads up. Just caution. I love Thin Tim, by the way. Big fan from day one. Big fan.
Also the Stone Foxes. Shannon Kaler and the Stone Foxes are checking out. Leah Phillips, KK Bell, Jamie 99. So there's some of the people checking out the show from Instagram. So thank you everybody for tuning in, whether it's Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, all the above, and check out all the post-show stuff that we post, some shorts from each show, or if we repost certain shows, or always go back to YouTube and watch any portion of any show at your own leisure, Paulie.
That's right, Tony. Thank you so much, buddy. And don't forget, speaking of bonus content, I will be waiting. Chop wood whenever you're ready and get it to the VIPs. I'm a VIP too. I want to get the video. So send it to me. Send it to the VIPs. Tony's chopping wood. I'm on board. Go Giants. Beat the freaking Pirates. Come on, man. Handle your business at home. Handle your effing business. Come on, Wizenhunt. Show me something. All right, Tony, enjoy Tahoe. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by today. We're back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Enjoy your Monday and your Monday evening. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Peace, y'all.
All right, peace. See you tomorrow at 11 a.m., brother.
Cheers, y'all.